Hi, I'm Graham Nardone. I am an associate producer on The Sims 4, which is what we're showing off here today.
So let's start by talking about the goals heading into Sims 4.
Well, a big part of The Sims 4 is really bringing it back to being about the Sims themselves. We wanted to renew our focus on them just to help bring them to life in better ways. So they really feel emotions now, and you see that come to life in their animations, in their interactions, the way they socialize with other Sims. So you're going to see a much more in-depth simulation and really drive those characteristics and personalities between the different Sims.
Can you talk about some of the gameplay features that will accentuate those personalities?
Yeah, absolutely. Emotions really is the biggest part of it. And as you go through the game, you see a whole variety of different things that impact your emotions. So be it the way that you socialize with another Sim, you start getting angry at the Sim, you get in a fight, you throw a drink in their face. That gets your Sim feeling angry. They really feed off of each other. You can get those interactions with different objects in the game. Let's say your Sim was feeling very tense or stressed. You could hop in the bathtub, take a bubble bath. That'll get them feeling a little bit better. So really it's this back and forth in gameplay that brings in more of a strategic depth to it and unlocking new options in the way that you play.
And speaking of depth, talk a little about traits and mentors and how those all play into those characteristics.
Yeah, we have a variety that you can select from. Kind of a few different categories that they come from. There's emotional ones that, again, feed back into those emotions. We have hobbies, we have lifestyle kind of ones, and we have really social ones. And as you choose those and build the personality of your Sim, it really reflects in-game in terms of which interactions are available to them. So let's say I had a Sim who was a foodie. He really enjoyed kind of the finer types of food in life. He could, instead of pursuing normal cooking, maybe he becomes a gourmet chef, and that unlocks a lot of different new recipes. And he can even find unique interactions on objects, like going on a computer and looking up gourmet recipes online. So all of that plays out in different ways in game.
Talk a little about how you guys have opened up the ability to actually create lifelike representations of the player themselves.
Yeah, so you probably saw a little bit of that earlier today where we created ourselves. We're actually doing really something fun with our kind of avatars online right now. A lot of the people who work in the office are creating their own representations of themselves. And I think the feedback we've gotten from fans who have already seen those has been extremely positive. You have our brand new creative tools. So we revamped how Create a Sim works. And that allows us to really bring those expressions of ourselves to life. So you have more content than we've ever shipped in a Sims game before, and that allows you to personalize your Sim. So I think you might agree. You saw my Sim earlier. You kind of look like me. So I think we've got something good going on there that's really going to suck people in and make them create personalities that they can associate and recognize.
When it comes to sharing content, why don't you talk about the gallery and how that's evolved?
Yeah, we're very excited about the gallery. So in the past, if you were familiar with Sims 3, we had something called the Exchange, and that allowed players to upload things like homes that they've created, Sims and families that they built, but you had to go outside of the game to do it. So you went to the website, downloaded, installed, put it through the launcher. It was kind of a cumbersome process. We've really made that much more smooth experience for our fans in The Sims 4. So it's entirely in-game now. You can go in, you can still share your home that you've built. You can share your Sim family. We've even added sharing individual rooms, which was something a lot of players asked for. And it's very simple and seamless. You just click on the gallery, it pops up with all the content. You can filter it, search however you want, grab it, and really within seconds, it's in your game.